The idea is to probably not kill them. We need to find out. Oh god. Oh! Ah! Shit, it's one of these things again. Come on. Okay. The chances that these guys are alive has just diminished severely. A letter from the morgue. Mr. Stokes, the price for separate burial for your mother Martha Stokes is 30 bullets. The morgue cannot give you a discount. There are more requests for burials than we have resources or manpower to satisfy. You must make the payments in 2 weeks, or we will have to inter your mother in a mass grave. Oh.
I'm happy to say I've never been hungry enough to consider eating whatever this is.
Ew. Oh, lovely. Skinned rat for dinner, anybody? Hmm. Yeah. There's nothing down there. Okay, this looks familiar. Knife to the chest. Alright, ooh. Tools of the trade of a burglar. So apparently they don't use money here, they use bullets now, but I see money. Everybody wants money. What do we got here? Old Bridgeport whiskey. Ah, here we go.
Oh, Ma. I killed him. What have I done? What in the world have I done?
So he was, yeah, quite remorseful over this.
Looks like Squint was having a bad day. Survived getting shot just to be stabbed to death. But who did it?
Right. So Squint's dead. Maybe we should take a picture. Don't know if that's needed. Feels like the thing to do. So, yeah, I guess the guy who stabbed him, his partner, so who stabbed the other guy, probably stabbed him afterwards. And leads back down to the kitchen. Anything else?
At long last, I'll fix what that old ape lover Francis did to you.
Okay. Oh. We have an omen. So we got a crow showing us something here. Oh my god.
Hark! Get away from the... Oh, thank the gods. I thought you were another monster.
Wait, what the hell? What, was he hiding in the wall or something?
Sidney Stokes, I presume.
Aye, that's right. Do I know you?
Don't think so. I'm here about Herbert Glover. I believe you know him. Or should I say, knew him.
Okay.
Nice trick with the wall. How'd you manage it?
It wasn't me. She put the wall there with some kind of hocus pocus.
You said she put the wall here. Who is she?
She's our employer. I don't know her name or anything. She promised us a good payout for a simple job. And I fell for it like a chump.
A 10-foot Toslink cable at Amazon, $7. Local store, $80. Yep, pretty much. There could be some nice middle ground, but sometimes I could get now without having to mortgage the house. Yeah, there always seems to be no middle ground when it comes to cable pricing. It's like, oh yeah, in the shop you can buy it for super high, like, you know, really, really expensive, and then go online and get it for super cheap. And it's like, well, wow. Makes you think about the profit margins, doesn't it?
What did she hire you to do?
The job seemed simple enough. Go to the collector's house, grab some fancy mirror, and then hoof it out of there.
So where's this fancy mirror now?
She took it. When me and Phil met her with the goods, they got into a big blowout and she shivved him. Okay, what am I to do now? Phil was the idea guy, I'm just a sap.
Come on, paint me a picture. What did this woman look like?
She was tall and thin, very thin, just skin and bones. Mean like a rattlesnake. That's all I can remember. I didn't look too close at her.
Were you hired to kill the collector too? Or was that just for laughs?
I swear to Kay, it wasn't part of the plan. It was an accident. The guy started shooting at us and I panicked.
You panicked? Really? That's your excuse?
Please, as Kay is my witness, I didn't mean to kill anyone. I'll give you everything. I have. Just let me walk.
Let him go or turn him in? Well, when I started this playthrough yesterday, I said that I may be a crooked police chief, but I'm an honest detective, so we're turning him in.
Well, you've had quite a night. Break-in, theft, and manslaughter. I'm gonna have to report this.
Please, I'll get the char for this.
You should have thought of that before you killed a man.
Of course, he's just going to stand right there now. You know. He's not going to run away at all. Oh, god damn it, game. Come on. So yeah, you can see there wasn't really a wall there. It was an illusion. So yeah, interesting. So who's this weird woman then? An unknown woman took possession of the mirror the thieves stole from Glover's residence. She killed Phil O'Connell, also known on the street as Squint. She said that she'd fix what Francis had done. Francis, I'm guessing, was the Throgmorton guy. So that might be... I mean, that was like a really old newspaper. That might be Robert Throgmorton's dad or something. She may look old, but there's not a frail bone in her body and more than capable of murder. So, along with Squint, O'Connell are hired by a strange woman to steal the painting. Stokes accidentally kills Herbert during the robbery. They later met with the woman at Sydney's place where she killed Phil and took the mirror, locked Sydney inside. Sydney couldn't remember much in detail except that she was old, thin, and had a bad temper. Should return to Mr. Throgmorton and tell him what I've found. I believe we should. This way. In fact, I could use the fast travel system. Because there's a thing right there. So, I guess I need to go to the one phone booth and use it to go to the other. So it's kind of like the Matrix, yeah? Here we go. Hold A to fast travel. Alright, Throggy, I've got some information for you. Don't mind me barging in.
I've looked into your delicate matter.
Excellent. Don't spare me any details.
Glover's dead. He was killed by a man named Sidney Stokes, who happened to be robbing his place. He wasn't working alone. He had a partner, Phil O'Connell. Didn't end up much better. All over some kind of mirror, apparently.
Truck. Where is the mirror now?
Their employer has it. Some mystery woman. I didn't get her name, but she obviously wasn't fooling around.
I see. So, my enigmatic competitor has finally shown her hand. And the thieves are both dead, you say?
So he knows who this is. Oh, well, knows of her anyway. Mind you, he was bidding for this mirror, I suppose. Well, we said we'd report him, so we will.
Sidney Stokes managed to make it out in one piece. Now, if I had to guess, he's probably holed up at his home. Want the address?
I would welcome it. I'll take pleasure in, educating him on some, shall we say, essential truths.
Okay. Could have told me what's that going to be?
It wouldn't have killed you to let me know you were going after the mirror from the start.
As I said, this is a very delicate matter. I wasn't confident I could trust you with such sensitive information until now.
Well, gee, thanks.
All right. I've held up my end of the bargain. Now, it's your turn.
Of course, Mr. Reed. Here's your payment. Now that you know everything, would you accept the second part of the job?
Let me
Let me
guess.
guess, find the
You
old
want me to
woman
track down the mirror.
and the mirror.
Yes. And the one who so rudely snatched it from my grasp.
Sure.
I'm on it. Only got one lead, though. Our culprit had a bone to pick with someone named Francis. Mean anything to you?
Yes.
Ah,
That is
father.
without doubt my father, Francis Throgmorton. May rest his soul.
And what's he got to do with this?
I found mention of the mirror in his records. That's what led me to take interest.
Your father was a prominent man. I'm sure he had enemies. Anyone come to mind?
None who would outlive him.
You mentioned your father left records. Mind if I take a gander at them?
The prospect of you rifling through my father's possessions does not fill me with joy, Mr. Reed. But if that's what you need, so be it. Take this key.
So I guess now we've got access to another archive. That might be back here. No. Nope, it's not back there. Pretty sure that door didn't open before. Not down here. Aha. Ooh. Francis Throgmorton discovers the unknown Africa.
Seems an ambitious expedition. Like father, like son. Curious craftsmanship. These must be worth a fortune.
Okay.
1891 must have been a busy year for Francis.
Let's exclusive interview. Francis Throgmorton's expedition to Africa has proven to be one of the most ambitious, if sadly unappreciated undertakings of 1891. He has returned with numerous historical artifacts, invaluable anthropological research, a newborn son, christened Robert, and a plethora of fascinating cultural insights. Today, in an exclusive interview with the Oakmont Chronicle, he has agreed to share some of the insights with us. That's right as well. We also got an offer to have an interview with the Chronicle ourselves, if I'm not mistaken. That was the letter from the morgue. Oh, hey, we've been getting information about these with that medical guy as well. Does it tell us how to deal with them better, maybe? They have multi-limbs like palms, resistant to poison and acid. Okay. Doesn't really tell me anything about them there. Alright. Herbert Glover's death did not interest Robert as much as the mirror stolen from him. The culprit is a woman who has a bone to pick with a certain Francis. Despite working against Robert Throgmorton, he may know more. Alright. So that's the crudely drawn picture of the mirror. Francis mentioned by the woman hiding behind the mirror must be Robert Throgmorton's late father. He has a study in the manor. Robert cleared me to check it and give me the key. Alright. Nothing else to look at?
Curious craftsmanship. These must be worth a fortune. I'm looking sharp, but I guess that's the point.
Doesn't seem to be anything else.
Your father led an expedition back in 1891. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not the best person to ask, I'm afraid. I was a babe in arms back then, and my father never made his findings public. It is a great shame, of course. His work would have turned the science of evolution on its head.
Yeah, I can see that. Have a good day.
Okay, well, that doesn't really help us. There's got to be something else up here that we're supposed to look at. Robert suggested I take a look in his father's office. All we've got is this picture of a gorilla called Rosie. Got some boxes, but we can't interact with them. Oh, hello. What the frigging hell? Okay, well we found a hidden safe. Divorce is not so simple a matter these days. It never has been in my legal practice. You must clearly define the fault you shall present to the court. The most common option being cruelty, adultery, or an incurable mental illness. Curious, that guy looks like an ape, literally. Yeah, he mentioned something at the beginning of the game when you question him about that. It's like, I've never seen anyone with your features before. What's the deal? And he's like, well, my family have made sure to keep a very strong, particular bloodline. So, something a long time ago, you know. Yeah, we'll leave it unsaid. Yeah, it's very weird. It's my impression that your firstborn's death at the tender age of 7 dealt a blow to Bethany's health. I do sincerely hope she recovers, but the court won't share my concerns. Besides, Oakmont Asylum seems to be a very well-rounded place. Regards, Shaughnessy. Okay, so... it's my impression that your firstborn's death at the age of 7. Okay, so did Robert have a brother? Or a sister, rather? You know? And that dealt a blow to Bethany's health. So, Francis tried to, I guess, divorce his wife, called Bethany, after she kind of lost it a little bit after the death of their 7-year-old. That's what I take away from that.
Kid looks a little familiar.
Okay.
1891 must have been a busy year for Francis.
We got this photo here. I'm guessing this is Robert, maybe? Can we talk to him about this?
I had some questions about Bethany.
I beg your pardon? I don't believe I know anyone of that name.
Well, it came up during the investigation. See, your father divorced, and his ex-wife's name was Bethany.
Say no more. It is beyond my earliest memories, but even if it weren't, my father's business is his own. I shall not engage in gossip.
Have a good day.
Okay. Well, maybe we need to go have a look at Oakmont Asylum, which I think is over here, right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll go out the back where there's a boat dock, and we'll go down to the asylum and have a looky there. Where's the back door? We could probably look up the records, see what became of this Bethany, because I get the feeling that Bethany is the person that did all the murder stabbing. Right, so if we go down 3 streets, turn right, then left. What the... Oh god. Okay. An asylum in the mythos. No nicer places for spending time. Exactly. We could be doing something much better with our lives, but I guess we're going to an asylum for now. Probably go this way. The camera's really behaving badly. Evening, officer.
Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
I'm looking for a telephone booth. There we go. Bing. Anything else we could look at while we're out and about? So there's the assignment. It looks creepy, doesn't it? Why did all asylums from, like, that era, like the Victorian era, look so damned forbidding? They were spooky buildings. Look at it. Hi. I'd like to check myself in, please. The world out there is just too weird. I can't deal with
I'm
it.
looking for Bethany Throgmorton. You got any patients by that name?
We'd know if we had a Throgmorton. Although, we do have a Bethany. Or rather, we did. She's missing. And not on one of her usual walks.
Usual? What do you mean she goes missing but you know she's not, and sometimes?
Usual walks. You let patients leave the building?
Oh, Bethany was harmless. And she always came back. This time, well, I've never known her to be like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's entirely how asylums are supposed to work.
You mean she broke out?
Yes, knocked an orderly out cold. She was out the door in a moment. It took us all by surprise. She's usually harmless.
Any idea where she went?
No. She had been odd recently, though. Muttering to herself, and she drew this strange picture on her bedroom wall.
That's interesting. Can I take a look at her room?
I suppose it couldn't hurt. She had a separate room downstairs. Here's the key, but do watch out for broken glass.
Oh, lovely. Broken glass. You really look after your patients here. Okay, who wants to bet that the picture she drew was of the mirror? Hi, folks.
Haven't you seen the beast?
Yes, I have seen the beasts. I've killed the beasts.
You see it?
No, I don't. Oh, you mean the baby over there? Ooh, that's too weird. The heck are these things? Oh, they're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, for laundry. So downstairs... ooh. Morphine, huh?
There's enough dope left in here to knock out a horse.
Where's a horse when you need one?
Blood's almost dry.
Okay. But they just stuck it down in the basement near the boiler, eh?